Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Today's webinar topic is going to be reasons for not building muscle. So we're going to go into for a lot of explanations of why a certain individual may not be building muscle and potentially stagnating their process of being bigger, or if their goal is to build more muscle and build a more athletic physique. Obviously we need to build muscle alongside dropping body fat. So potentially if you're in a building phase, if you're trying, the aim is for building muscle, what are the key aspects that we are looking for to make sure that we're progressing at a good rate and to make sure that we are building high quality muscle tissue and not body fat as well. So moving on, if it lets me. Okay, so nutrition. First of all, you've got to optimize your protein intake. That's going to be essential for building muscle, as that's going to be the building blocks of recovery. Alongside that, with your macro intake, but protein is going to be vital. So if you're not recovering from your workouts, potentially you could be underdosing your protein intake potentially as well. And often I hear is I eat loads and I can't put on weight. What is loads? Loads is relative and subjective. So depending on what you've been eating before, loads for one individual could be quite a lot for them, but for somebody else it could be not a lot. So if you're not eating all day and you have one massive meal at the end of the day, potentially not eating enough calories for the whole day, and you're just kind of backloading for the back end of the day. That one meal might be loads, but that rest of the day when you're not eating is not a lot. So it's kind of equating as your average, as if your calories should be, say, 3,000, and you're having a 2,000 calorie meal at one period of the day, you're still under eating by 1,000 calories. So that is a potential for what eating loads is not relative to the person. So loads, you can't really know exactly what someone's eating if they just say I eat loads. What we need to do is equate for their lifestyle, the calories that they're having, finding out what calories they should be on, and then finding that prescription of amount, and then working to slowly increase that over the weeks depending on their calorie needs. Okay, so training. Are you going in with intensity and progressive overloading, or are you just exercising? So what I mean by that is you should be aiming, let's move me over here, you should be aiming to progressively overload. You're not just going in there to just like being head in the clouds, not really just going through the movements and not really progressing your exercises. You need to be with the intent of making sure that you're training with intensity and you're progressively overloading each week. So each training program will be slightly more, with each week will have the aspects of linear periodization, which is basically each week you're looking to increase progressively week on week. So what is progressively overloading? We could either, potentially in your program, you could either go for more reps at a certain weight, more load, so the amount of weight on that exercise, better execution of that exercise, better tempo of that exercise, or perceived ease. So on that RPE scale that we work along with everyone that will be working on with me, if that RPE is a little bit easier than the week before, that is still progression. So these are the aspects of progressive overloading: more repetitions, more weight, better execution of that exercise, better tempo of that exercise, and better perceived ease. When I say better execution, that could be better mind-muscle connection from the week before. That could be generally just the execution of that rep. So maybe, for example, the barbell bench press. If the week before you didn't quite get it to your chest and you didn't get the full range of motion, maybe you pull back on maybe a couple of reps and maybe didn't get the full range of motion that you could done maybe the week before, or in general. This week you hit it to the chest and you got the full range of motion. That is a better execution of that exercise at the same weight. That is progressively overloading with better tempo and better execution of that exercise. And then, so we're looking to progressively overload every time we go into the gym. Okay, lifestyle factors. So lifestyle factors are going to improve hormone control, and we're going to make sure that we are improving our mindset towards stress. So making sure you're getting plenty of sleep is going to be one of the most anabolic aspects of your training. So what women will hear that and be like, no, it's a good thing. So getting enough sleep is going to bring much more intensity towards your session, and also recover from the amount of stress that you are putting on the body with your training. Also managing stress, so personal, workplace, and improving mindset towards stress, and being able to control the outcome of certain situations with a better perceived mindset and not letting it negatively affect you is going to help with improving hormone control, and it's also going to help with not increasing cortisol. So being mega chilled out is going to help with recovery basically, and not affect our hormones as much. And another factor is NEAT. So depending on the person, someone that's got a super active job, for example, a great example is that one of my clients in the past used to be a groundskeeper, and he used to do over 35,000 steps a day. So for him, his calories have to be super, super high because he's burning so many in his day-to-day job that he could eat so much and still put on high quality muscle just because his NEAT lifestyle was so high. That being the opposite effect, someone who's having super low amount of steps, someone who works from home and maybe doesn't do a lot of walking or activity, their calories are going to be a lot less. So depending on your lifestyle, this is a little bit off topic, but depending on your lifestyle, someone that needs to build muscle who has a super active job is just going to have to consume a lot more calories compared to someone that doesn't consume, someone who works from home. It's just purely because of their lifestyle factors and their NEAT, so the non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So that is the reasons for what you need to do to improve your muscle gain and improving an athletic physique going forward. Let me know if this helps. If you need any help from me, please drop me a message. Other than that, have a great rest of the day. If you need any help from me, as always, you can drop me a message. But this is the webinar of the week. Been a little bit behind on these, I apologise. But have a great rest of the day. Let me know if this helps, and I will speak to you soon.